My IVF doctor said you have a 20% chance of pregnancy.
Oh.
I said that's a big chance. I'm gonna take it. 20% was huge for me.
All right, let's welcome Megha. She chose the floor, by the way. I gave her the option of the sofa, but she said, no, I prefer the floor.
Yes, I'm in a very Zen mom mode already.
Right, she entered with that. So I'm already very, very proud of you. Thank you so much for entering with that aura. And I'm going to get more comfortable. I hope you are too.
Yes, I am.
Yes?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
All right, so Megha, why don't you introduce yourself? The quirky self that you are.
Yeah.
Because I would love the world to know how fabulous you are.
Yeah, that's a very tough spot for me. I hate introducing myself because it means I have to box myself in like 3-4 different things. I don't know. I haven't even tried ever doing this, but maybe I'm a book author who's not written a book.
We all are.
Yeah. We all are. I would love to say that. Yeah, I am a book author. I've just not written a book. I'm just not there yet. But
I love I read it. It was beautiful.
Which is why you're my friend. She wasn't paid to say this. To say this is not sponsored in any way.
Yeah.
It
isn't.
Yeah, it isn't.
This is in the Karan Johar coffee. What was it?
Coffee.
Karan
Johar coffee. Yeah, this is socializing with Shobhna.
Yeah,
that's better. But Megha has done a lot of different things in the past. She started as a journalist. I started as a journalist, and then I moved on to being a digital marketer for a bit. Now I'm exploring the women's space, the wellness space for women and children, because that is where my motherhood journey took me to. So yeah, I don't know if I can box myself into anything as of yet.
See, that's beautiful because you are like an octopus with multiple hands.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think a mother
colorful
is.
Octopus.
Oh, beautifully colorful. I love what you're wearing though.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really bright. Cheers you up.
Yeah, it does.
So generally, aren't mothers actually that? We are actually an octopus with so many hands tapping on so many different directions. And actually, Megha is this beautiful mother of a very, very beautiful child called Kilol.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a little bit about Kilol?
And Tintin.
And Tintin. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm so sorry. I should have said Tintin. Should I tell you about Tintin too? So yes, Kilol and Tintin.
So Kilol is a beautiful and kind 5-year-old. And yeah, I've never spoken about her like this. So it's still very awkward.
Okay, so Kilol is a beautiful 5-year-old child. And can we also introduce Tintin because the world is going to think that I forgot your second child.
Tintin is our
first child, I think.
Is our first child.
Yes.
And he was rescued from Delhi while we were living in Basant Kunj, Delhi, from this beautiful NGO known as Friendicos, who look after and home and provide a home to a lot of stray animals. So I saw a Facebook post of Tintin. He was all of, I think, 2 months old. Oh. I saw his eyes and I knew he's going to be trouble, and I knew this trouble is going to be mine. Oh. And yeah, so Tintin came first. I thought before becoming a mother, I should actually try and sustain something. So before that, all my plants had died. Nobody could sustain in my house. So I thought maybe puppy is a good idea.
So we started with plants, kill them.
Yeah.
We moved on to dogs and they survived.
They survived.
And then we moved on to
Then we realized it's not a bad idea. Maybe it's not a bad idea.
So that's quite a journey.
Yeah, because there's a hypothesis. Yeah, there's a hypothesis, right? That you probably can do something from not doing anything to can do something, and then the pup is big enough,
right?
And he's become like this boy, and then you have a girl. So
so now you have a whole family.
Now we have a whole family.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what does Kilol mean? That's a very unique name.
Yes. So Kilol wasn't meant to be Kilol.
Oh.
The first name that we actually came up with was Anahata.
Oh.
And Anahata was, so I was very sure that it's going to be a girl, and I was not even looking at boy names. But my doctor, who was a very good friend of mine, he said, no, you should come up with a boy name. And I would always be attracted to this name known as Anhad. Oh. Anhad means the unending sound of the universe. It is probably Om, which reverberates around the universe. So I thought if it's a boy, it's Anhad. If it's a girl, it's Anahata. So in fact, when Kilol was born, we cut a cake known as Welcome Baby Anahata.
Okay.
But we could never say it. we could never say Anahata. I could never just came on the tongue, and my parents felt it felt like Anath. So we outsourced that job to someone else actually, because someone said that some panditji said you should name her from K.
Got it.
And Kilol just sprung to my brain. I don't know how.
And what does it mean?
It means playful in Sanskrit.
She is quite playful. Isn't
She is. She is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's true to her name.
She is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think the never-ending beautiful sound never
Yes.
ended in our tongues.
It never did. Maybe for a good reason.
For a good reason, because Kilol is crisp, short, and beautiful. So I think it works
Yeah.
very well with the personality that was born to a playful mother.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. Yes. All right. So why don't you tell me a little bit about how you even decided to, what was your first reaction when you realized that you were pregnant and had a positive pregnancy test?
Yeah. So it was actually that of a relief, because I had gone through IVF cycles. And it was difficult for me. And I had to go through my IVF doctor said you have a 20% chance of pregnancy. I said that's a big chance. I'm going to take it. 20% was huge for me. And I underwent naturopathy, and I did acupressure, I did acupuncture, I did massages, I did everything that one could do.
Right.
Only to see that double line not coming. I think double line means pregnant, or it doesn't mean?
Exactly. Double line means pregnant.
Yes.
And single line is either you're not, or it was just not done right.
Correct. So it was 5 or 6:30 in the morning when, after having a few single lines, I saw a faint double line. I had first seen a single line and discarded it and gone to the bed saying, it's negative again, it's shitty, I'm not doing it again. And then I go to the bed and Gaurav was like, it's okay, you'll be fine. It's okay if we don't have a baby. It's okay, you'll be fine. And then I go to my balcony. I go to the balcony and I see a monkey sitting with her baby in the balcony.
Right.
So I thought, maybe I should just go and take the test again. And I always would order 2-3 different brands, so that you know which is right, which is not. 2 out of 3 will be correct, or 1 out of 3 will be correct. You take that chance.
You don't know what works with your...
You don't know what works with yours.
I would like to say the word pee, and I hope it's okay to say it.
Yeah.
You don't know what works with your pee.
Yeah, you don't know what works with your pee and how it's feeling that particular day, how moody it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go to the washroom again and I see there's actually a faint line, and I take it again, and there are 2. It was joy and relief.
Yeah.
And my doctor did not let me celebrate, because she said it's okay, just be calm about it.
First 3 months, don't do anything.
No, she said actually 6 months, because she's actually my sister-in-law, who was actually an obstetrician gynecologist at AIIMS in Delhi.
Right.
So she was just being very very, very careful. She's seen pregnancy is not
translating into something
yes,
successful. Right.
even after 6 months. So she said, Megha, it's okay, just don't celebrate. And I had twins. I was supposed to have twins. So everyone was very tensed that it's supposed to be high risk pregnancy. Yeah.
So
but it was relief.
It was supposed to be twins, you said. And then when did you realize they are not twins?
I realized in the 8th week.
Okay.
Yeah, 8th week itself that one did not sustain. It was supposed to be for the best. It's survival of the fittest right there.
That's how nature designs.
Yeah, that's how. And there was no regret around it. Everyone around me was actually quite relieved. Mm-hmm. They said that it's better that you have
one who is stronger and fitter versus
yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's a very. I mean, I would say hats off. It's been a tough journey.
It's been a very tough journey.
Yeah, but you have. I mean, coming out of it so playfully always and with a beautiful smile is I think is a big thing that you did, not just for yourself, even during the pregnancy for your child, because I very strongly believe that you are what you reflect, and
that's right.
I think you reflected something very beautiful, because I see that in your lovely daughter.
Yes, yes, you do.
All right, so when did Gaurav's father mode kick in? Now, I would love to hear this one. Was it before delivery, just as soon as you delivered, or probably a little after? Because I'm sure every father has that mode. Or when did you see that mode kick in?
I have a feeling I've never not seen that fatherly mode in him, even when he was not a father. I have a feeling to me also he's like a father and less of a husband. It is very easy for him to assume that role of a father.
Got it.
Not a daddy. But a father.
Yeah.
And it came very naturally to him.
Nice.
And even more than a father, when he was in the OT, seeing the whole thing happen, and he was given the option of, do you want to be with the baby?
Right.
Do you want to be with the mother?
Right.
And I was anyway having a very difficult time on the operation table. So he said, you can, the baby's going to be with everyone. She's going to be alone. So let me be here. So he was anyway being a daddy. He was always being a daddy at
Right.
father.
Right, I got
Yeah.
that. Not the father mode was
Yeah,
always on.
it was always on.
So he was a natural father, like.
It was very natural. For
Yeah.
him.
What about you? Did you always feel like you were a natural mother, or was there a learning curve?
Never. I never thought of myself as a mother, even though I've been like the firstborn in the family,
Right.
and I have a younger brother. But I always felt that I behaved like the younger sister, and he was the elder brother. But I knew that I will be a mother. Yeah, mothering
Came naturally.
it just came
eventually.
naturally, or maybe it came because of Tintin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that after the first loss of plants,
Yeah.
I think you strongly came back
Yes.
as a more responsible mother to Tintin.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and then from a dog mom to a human mom, it was just gradual.
Was it really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, right? You get used to picking up poop, you get used to taking them for a walk, and yeah, I think it was very similar for me.
Yeah. So yeah, I think probably one of the biggest learnings that you can have from managing, probably not the same for a plant,
Yeah.
but managing a live creature like a animal or a dog in the house to a child.
Yeah.
I think the biggest learning that you take back is cleaning up poop.
That's right, and it's so important.
Because-
You don't have to be grossed out by it.
Correct. Because till that point, you've done only yours.
Yes.
And there is no say how comfortable you are actually cleaning, scraping out.
Yes, and there's so much of variety. There's color and texture, and there's a whole
And everything-
series.
Yeah, there's a series. I mean, we've had discussions, and
Yes.
we've shared. My Deepak and I had
Yeah.
actually, as the child was growing, and as a paranoid
Yes.
mother, and you generally are when
Yeah,
you're
it's
first time mom.
It's a part of your job description.
Correct.
Yeah.
It comes as a disclaimer.
Yeah, yeah.
Paranoid for life.
Yeah, yeah.
So we used to, actually share photos of the texture
Yes.
and color.
Yes.
Just to understand if this has to actually be escalated to a doctor,
Yeah.
who eventually would come back and say, "Don't disturb me at odd hours." Get a life. I have one.
Yeah, or maybe the doctor would just write "no poop business" on WhatsApp.
I do not want my gallery to be decorated with poop photos and
Yeah.
pictures. That's not how I start my mornings.
Correct.
But that's how we all start our mornings.
That's-
How we
that-
did
that's
for the
true.
longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? All right. I'm going to now dig deeper into your actual relationship with Kilol. Because that's something that is so unique to every mother.
That's
because
right.
every child is so unique.
That's right.
So tell me a parenting tip, because see, we get advice, immense advice from a lot of people around us.
Yeah.
Some are really good. Some
Yeah.
are probably the worst ones that you hear.
Yeah.
And every time I get in, every time I get into the zone, I always remember one dialogue from Jab We Met, where Kareena Kapoor says कि आप जो ये advice दे रहे हो, इसके आप पैसे लेते हैं
Yeah.
कि ये मुफ्त का advice है. And the station master says, नहीं बेटा, ये मुफ्त का advice है. And she says, क्योंकि चिल्लर नहीं है मेरे पास. But I would love to hear, what's the best parenting advice that you have ever received, which actually has done wonders in your perspective or thinking?
Yeah. I wish there was a wise answer to this. Because
Need not be.
Yeah, because most of the advice that comes in usually falls on deaf ears, because as a parent you already have like 1,000 things on your head. You're already judging yourself about what you did 5 minutes back, if it was the right thing to do, if it was the right tone you used, if these were the right words you used, if it was the right way you handled the situation.
Right.
But I think what I've seen recently is that you don't have to figure things out for them, and it obviously is different for every single age that you're talking of.
Right.
An advice from a mom who's a mom to a 3-year-old is different from advice from mom to a 5-year-old to a 10-year-old.
Right.
But I think right now at a 5-year stage, I think all you have to do is be an enabler, and they figure things out on their own.
Beautifully said.
So for example, we wanted her to just engage in some educational activity at home apart from drawing.
Right.
Okay. And obviously saying it to a 5-year-old will not make any sense. So all that my husband did, Gaurav did, was he just ordered a table and a chair. We got a table and a chair, And the next thing we know, we are doing it all together. We're fixing it up. She's put her books on it. She's put her drawing books on it, or her colors on it. And yesterday she wrote 1 to 100 for the first time.
There you go.
So all you need to do is just be an enabler. You
Give
don't
the
have
tools.
to, yeah.
And let them do the magic.
Yeah, you don't have to figure it out for them. Till now, I have been, handing over things to her because it is very easy and natural for a mother to spoon feed.
Correct.
As I said, it's a part of your JD.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's genetic code, passing down genetic memory.
Right.
And I realize the more hands off I am as a mother, she'll just be more independent and she'll grow in a much more wholesome way.
I think that's a very beautiful point, because I think as mothers, the biggest challenge we have is letting go.
Yeah.
We are always so protective.
Yes.
We are always so
Helicopter.
wanting to be on top of things, and we really want to make sure that our child faces less discomforts or probably losses at every stage and experience.
Yeah.
But what we probably miss is that the experience is what counts.
Yeah.
That is what grooms them into handling probably any kind of a challenge in life.
That's right.
And I think it's very, very beautifully said. So and I was actually eventually going to ask you, is there a message that you would like to give to the other mothers? But I think this is a fabulous message, which we will end with, and this could be like one of the affirmations we have on our wall every day. Enable them.
Just enable them.
Hands
off.
Just keep your hands off. I mean, that's
hands off.
Yeah, I think that's a very beautifully said message. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
All right. So what is this one activity? Now, I know you're enabling Kilol. So let's say, what is this one child-led activity that you and Kilol together enjoy now?
Yeah, she loves dancing together.
Oh, lovely.
It is something that comes very easily to kids, I guess. And she basically would not want me to start dancing because then she feels that she'll have to toe the line, that she'll have to do the same steps. So she says, you stand in one corner, I will run and come to you, and you just have to pick me up and do that ballerina step.
Oh, right.
So I'm just that. She doesn't even want me to dance.
You have to stand. And she's a graceful ballerina.
So I'm actually just enabling her. Yeah, I'm not dancing. I would do that earlier. I would dance, and then she picked it up, and it's a fun thing to do. Apart from going to Go Native and picking up the same thing to eat, which is our that spinach neer dosa. Yeah.
Go Native, if you're listening, this is how you sponsor things.
Yeah, we need brands to support us.
We do.
Women
Truly.
Supporting women.
Yeah, that's
also,
how we all grow as a community.
I think it's also another woman-led business, if I'm not wrong.
I hear so.
Yeah.
I hear so. So yeah, here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next step that we move into is a fun twist to the whole journey.
Yeah.
It's called the lightning round.
Wow.
I'm going to give you a tablet. I'm going to enable you with a tool because that's the learning I'm taking back today.
I see.
I found a cool app in which you basically tap on a number. Tap on a button, and you get to choose a random number that comes out. So it's kind of like a lucky draw,
cool.
Lotto, Tombola version of this.
Yeah.
And you will pick 10 numbers. And for every number that you randomly pick, I have a question ready, which is related to that number.
All right.
And you have to give me a quick answer, no thinking, a one-line quick answer to that question.
Okay. Let's do this.
Is the game on?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
All right. So go ahead. Please draw your first number.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
19?
19 it is. Okay. Let's see. A snack you stock up often for yourself in the pretext of being your child's favorite.
It's a coconut and gourd cookie that we both like. And it is something that I...
You both or you? No, you like more.
It's me and hence her.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
What you stock up at home is what the child gets.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Please draw the next one. 23. A classic phrase your mom used all the time. One you swore that you would never say, but now catch yourself using constantly.
Yeah, she would say this in Hindi, and she would say, "Har kyun ka jawab nahi hota." and I want to say it to her, and I try to say it to her, but it's not coming out. But I know I'm at the verge of saying it.
There you go.
But it's there in my mind. Har kyun ka jawab nahi hota. What is kyun? Who invented kyun? We only invented kyun, I know. But why? Why is it there?
Why is it there?
Why? Yeah. Number
2.
Second. Oh no.
Your midnight cravings.
They're actually fruits.
We have a healthy Zen mom here.
Yeah, but yeah, who just ate like a packet of chips right now before coming.
So
But
midnight we choose fruits.
midnight we choose fruits.
But the rest of the day we choose chips.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I like that.
20.
20. Okay. A toy you bought for your child inside you more than the one outside.
Most of the soft toys that I bought for her were all for the 5-year-old in me or the 4-year-old in me,
Nice.
rather than her.
Yeah,
It continues to be that way.
Continues to be that way.
And it kind of spooks me out at times, all those dolls and stuff.
The Halloween.
Yes. They
Nice.
scare me. 7.
7. Your most effective weapon against toddler tantrums.
Hug.
Oh, see, that's sweet.
It gets very tough to do that, but it works.
That's beautifully said again.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It does work.
Yeah.
But then getting ourselves during that tantrum
Oh,
get down our own tantrums running or the chaos running in our heads.
Yes.
All the way down to a hug, or rather rise up to a hug, is I think the most difficult task.
Yeah, it's also like frustrating because you're parenting the inner child in you. Correct. And there are 2 children simultaneously together, even though I'm like a 39-year-old, but I know I behave like a 5-year-old at times.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's okay, just feel it, it's okay.
Love that.
Yeah. 12.
12. The phrase or thread you use most frequently on your child.
Stop doing it.
No, stop doing it.
Yeah, it is something that I need to stop myself because there need to be yes. She undergoes a yes period also. There's a significant amount of please stop doing that. Please stop doing that.
I think it comes naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to get ourselves to come around. But
yes.
But you are not alone.
Yes.
All mothers go through this. So yes.
Curve.
The curve.
18.
18. The weirdest thing your child has a meltdown over.
I shouldn't say it.
We're on with Tintin.
Yeah? Tintin? We talk about Tintin right now?
Okay, let's talk about Tintin. Your choice.
Yeah, he has a meltdown. He doesn't like tall people. Yeah. This was personal, Shobhna.
I'm sure Tintin will forgive you.
Yeah. But Kilo actually has had tantrums on me wearing a sari. Like the first time ever when I wore a sari, she did not come close to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and now she has no option not to.
The thing is, the children are so unique. I mean, actually, probably if you ask them why, they would probably have their own reasons.
Yeah.
Around why. I'm sure Tintin can't really speak beyond woof, but if he had an opportunity, he would explain why tall people are not his favorite.
Yeah.
But Kilol, I'm sure if you have that conversation, she'll give you the weirdest reason as well for that weirdest meltdown. So it's...
Yes. She also, there's something else, but I do not want to say it in front of camera.
No worries.
That will offend people.
5. The number of times you have used the line post motherhood. By the way, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Every single day. So 5 into 365. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my motto. I do not know what I'm doing, or maybe I'm scared, but I'm still doing it, and I have no idea.
No, I don't think it's fear or joy or anything else leading that. It's just that we just keep going. Every single time that we're doing something, we probably just say, I really have no idea what I'm doing. But we just do it anyway.
Yeah, you're actually in autopilot mode, mostly.
Completely.
Yeah, powered by...
the children.
Yeah. Or power sucked by children.
True.
Yes,
8. It had to be your lucky number. So pick your battle. Cleaning daily poop or scrubbing a mud-soaked kid.
Mud-soaked kid. Much better. Just put under the shower. You don't have to do a thing. Stand under the shower.
And what if it's like really stuck on? Like what if that mud had a lot of other gooey things in
That wasn't a part of the question.
I didn't phrase. Pick your battle. Cleaning daily poop or scrubbing a poop-soaked kid.
First.
I'm going to modify this.
You could do that.
See, that's how we do this.
we could
Lovely.
do on this. We could do it. This is fun.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1.
3 things in your handbag post-motherhood.
Sanitizer, a wet wipe or a handkerchief, and a water bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. 22. We've not done this.
The moment you were caught red-handed by your child breaking your own rule.
Yeah, I was eating chips, something that I don't give her, or I was having ice cream at night. Yeah, you learn how to
Walked out
feed.
and stared at you like,
Yeah. She did that. I had to feed her.
did this?
Yeah, and I had
No,
to
I
feed
got it
her.
for you.
Yeah, exactly. There's
How did
no
you
way
save
of getting
yourself?
out of
Yeah,
it.
how did you get out of it?
I have no idea. It's very convenient. My brain just forgets whatever is not a good memory. I had to like feed her whatever it was, ice
Right.
cream or chips.
Okay. The lesser evil, baby shark or cocoa melon?
Cannot do. This was a paid.
I
This
want
was a paid
both
question. This was a paid question. So I'll actually choose cloud babies over this because it is very soothing, and I discovered it through some mum online, and it is something I want her to watch, and she doesn't want to watch, but I want to watch. So even when she's not there, I'm watching cloud babies. So these are basically just 5 cute little clouds, and they're doing their activities of the day. They're taking care of the sky, they're cleaning the stars, they're wiping the cobwebs of the moon, and it is just so soothing, and the child will actually drift off to sleep.
What was the one thing? I mean, this is not a part of this, but I'm curious to know.
Yeah.
Did you have a certain belief or system where if you were watching certain kind of series while you were pregnant with your child, the child is kind of born with those characteristics, features, or personality?
Yeah.
So if that was the case and you felt that kind of a connection with the child, what was that one series that you actually binge watched while you were pregnant? And you see traces of that in your child?
I am a big fan of anime. And I do watch a lot of Studio Ghibli movies.
Okay.
And Ghibli just is at a very deeper level. It shows emotions that are very at the surface, but it just shows it's very, very beautifully. They're very calm and they're beautiful, so much like nothing that the Disney can touch. And I would watch a lot of Ghibli movies, and it is something that has stuck to us till date because Skillwell watches a lot of Ghibli movies. She watches a lot of Totoro and a lot of I can't remember the names right now.
No worries.
Ponyo, but she watches a lot of anime movies. Yeah.
And do you see traces of that calmness in her?
Oh, not at all.
You know, it's still better. I had actually binge watched Game of Thrones.
Wow.
While I was pregnant.
Wow.
With my older one.
Wow. No wonder you have a stimulator at home. Stimulator.
No, we don't mind stimulators.
We are anyway stimulated.
Always.
Yeah.
The 2 children were born as stimulators, permanent stimulators in our life. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I do, Game of Thrones is a great series to watch.
It is a fantastic series, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I recommend that during pregnancy.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking for a very calm, soothing pregnancy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it while I was pregnant, but
Yeah.
once the child was born, I saw traces of...
Which character?
I forget the characters, but had to be from the... which was the house Lannisters?
Which one?
So who was the crazy child who became the king at the young age and...
Yes, of
yeah.
course he married Sansa.
Yeah, so there was
got married. Of
there was
course.
this time when
Troublesome guy.
yeah, so he gave me the vibe of a person who loves to control the world. So when my older one was really, really young, and there was this time we were asking him, what is it that you're imagining or dreaming about? We thought we asked a very deep question there, and we learned a lot about our son that day. He said, I'm going to grow up and make a Lego factory.
Wow.
Like, oh wow, you love to make Legos. He said,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Love to make it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so so who's going to work in the factory? And there's going to be a lot of work to be done. And
Yeah.
he said, yeah, I'm going to hire a lot of people like you guys. We were the first employees of future Lego companies.
Yeah.
And so the factory would involve people like the close-knit family.
Yeah, it's all in the
extended family.
Yeah.
And then we said, that may not be enough. Then he said, no, all the people of the society. And then we said,
Wow.
okay.
Gainfully employed.
Yeah, so then we said, but you can't really, what if they don't want to?
Yeah.
What if they didn't want to be a part of this so-called Lego factory journey with you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't worry. The first thing I'm going to create is a brain controller. Okay.
I need that.
And I'm going to make sure that all the people are controlled in that Lego factory.
Now I know why you chose that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see, there are things that I truly believe that what you see is what you produce. So,
Yeah. Although when Kilol recently said that she wants to grow up and become a carpenter, and people would say, okay, so you want to become an architect? She said, no, I want to become a carpenter. It's not an
Very
architect.
clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very,
very
clear.
clear.
Like I want to do that tuck 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 tuck.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And
Yeah,
I
she
mean-
anyway does that tuck 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 here anyway.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
See, there are traces. The kids
Yeah.
are born so beautifully well, and they have such amazingly fascinating ideas.
Yeah.
You never even think about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me. So I believe that children are actually like mini gurus, right?
Oh, yes, they are.
So I truly believe that they have taught us far more about parenting than, or even life in general. So what's the biggest life lesson that you think you have learned from your mini guru?
I think it would be to live in the moment, because kids, they are anything but present. Oh no, I didn't say that right. They're always present, everywhere. They're always present everywhere.
Only
They-
present.
Yeah, they're only present. They have like 1,000 heads. They're like Ravan into 10, and they have like 100 hands and 100 legs, and they're just so energetic.
Right.
They want to do everything, and they want to get immersed in it, and they want to be, just let me do it. Just let me do whatever it is. Let me be. Let me have fun. Just let me be.
I relate to that deeply.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my kids have been trying to teach me that for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think I'm building a lot. It takes time to, wean off
Yes.
your natural way
Instinct.
of, extinction, of existence.
Yeah.
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 And, you've been groomed all these years as a particular person who does things in a particular way.
Yeah.
And you've been so aligned with the way of life, society, and what's expected
Yeah.
that it's a huge learning.
Yeah.
It takes time, but
I think it's to live in the moment, because they really do. If we don't disturb them, they would be at it, whatever they're doing, figuring out.
and then we send them to school.
Then we send them to school. That is because we need time, not because we want them to
Yeah,
study.
so that we can live in our moment.
live in our moment, so that a little bit
And
of
they
this
learn
is
to
good.
balance it out.
Yeah, they learn. that-
Balance is critical, I guess.
Yeah, it is very. Otherwise, you'll have people like us.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
This was actually so much fun, Megha.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed having this conversation with you. And I hope it inspires far more women and mothers to take on the journey one moment at a time, as we have learned from Kilola Mini Guru.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
I could never think of it that way.
Yeah. And I have something special for you.
Yeah.
Since we are no Coffee with Karan and we are no Karan Johar with the big sponsors.
Yeah.
And since you've used a lot of your energy today,
Yes.
you have. Yes,
I have.
a lot of internal, external energy, and we've passed on all that goodness to the world around us.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're amazing.
Zen.
Zen. I have a beautiful hamper for you.
What?
Yeah, beautiful hamper.
I get what you're saying. I know it's nothing.
No, it is something.
What?
How can it
Really?
be nothing?
What? I thought it was a joke you're pulling.
No, please. I
What?
hope you enjoy it. Please
What?
open it. Let's show it to the world.
Wow, it's my favorite thing in the world. Oh my god, this
show it.
must be so time taking for you to figure out.
It is personalized. Coconut water for
Wow.
that energy.
This is amazing. It's actually our favorite thing.
I'm glad. And I have to live true to my identity
Yeah.
of passing on wellness and health and energy
Yeah.
back to mothers who are working so hard every single day.
Yeah.
Coconut says it all.
Thank you so much. I need this. Oh, Karan, you didn't have to.
My name is Shobhna and I'm the founder of ZenMums.org, a platform dedicated to the holistic wellness of women and mothers of all ages and stages.